Something. We'll get some real light. Maybe get situated a little bit. Hey, Caleb, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see. Gonna get you situated real quick. Pull him down. And we will send him elsewhere. Oh, glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. I'm just gonna be over here working on this thing. So we mostly got framed up. Now we're gonna be working on getting the my fixture came in for the shower. So I want to go ahead and get it plumbed in, figured out. But I've already demoed out all the wiring in this room, so got to run some extension cords to it until I rerun the proper situations, whatnot. So, what extension cords are available? That ought to work. I'll probably be using cordless stuff for a lot of this, so I shouldn't need a whole lot of other stuff. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Let's find somewhere to plug in. I wish I had Jesse's girl. Oh, just what an awful thing. What kind of friend was that dude, right? He was dreaming about your girl, bro? Mad sus, my guy. Mad sus. Because a cautionary tale of friendships chosen poorly. All right, I got plugged in. Chalice, check for power, Master William. Wonder if Jeffrey's accent from Fresh Prince, was that supposed to be a British accent? That's better light. That's better light. Just give me the light. Yay. Dong, 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 dong. All right, here's a couple things. One, I may go ahead and rock this section just right here because I've already got insulation back there. I am not going to put a shower head off of that, I don't think. I think I'm going to bring that one straight down. I think that's going to be the rain shower. Or I could put the rain shower on this wall, but the drain is here. But the handle is going to be here either way. The diverter is going to be right in the middle. And boom, boom. That's it. Let me see how close to dead center middle that is first. I'm gonna start putting our fixture on that bad motor scooter, that bad mama jammer, that bad motor scooter. I wish I had Jesse's squirrels. I've got my own chipmunks, got my own rats, got my own dogs in my house, and I've got my very own cat, but I wish I had Jesse's squirrels. Okay. Take measure. Let's satisfy the OCD. Link that over there. Yam. Get some extension. Ugh. So that's mean we're inside to inside 79. Half of that would be just shy of 40. It'd be 39 and a half. Oh my God, it falls dead center these studs. That makes me happy. Center, look center. Nothing better than that. Internet. I ordered these off of Amazon. Comes with the white gloves so you don't mush the patina up. I am telling you, I've had fantastic luck. If it's luck. I don't go too cheap, but I'm willing to go relatively cheap, which usually lands me about half of what I'd be paying in the box stores when I order very similar fixtures off the internet. Now, I have not had a failure yet, to my knowledge. I don't know. It may have exploded in the wall and they said, hey, I don't trust that guy to come back and fix it. I don't know. But nobody's called me back yet. So you can call that what you want. But in this case, we chose black because it's pretty easy to get black stuff. Black goes with whatever. And I think I'm going to do this bathroom as pretty much a mostly white bathroom. and then I'm going to have black fixtures, and then I'm going to have like a natural, maybe a maple, be the singular wood in here. But this is a diverter valve. This is a dual function thing, right? This is going to do turn the hot and cold on, boom, boom. And this is also going to send the water from one fixture to the other fixture to off, right? So this is going to do all three things, and then we can put our fixtures anywhere else that we want after that. But I'm thinking we're going to put this here and do that like that. It usually tells you, you know, where you can go with the flange and whatnot. Mix water down, mix water up. So this is the up down of it all. So I can put a stud back there fastened to it, and I'd be okay. But I think this ultimately is designed so that this flange right here can be sort of your final dimensions. So I'm going to do it with that in mind. And maybe find me a place to mark this. Let me get my pencil on its pulley. That way you can sort of see what I'm doing. I'll try to be as thoughtful as I can about keeping the camera available for y'all. Otherwise, what's the point if you're looking at my butt the whole time, right? Unless that is the point the whole time. The only thing I don't get to do is set a tub. No thanks. Everything else gotta go. Good to go. I can do. Oh, right on. Yeah, I can set the tubs. They're not as bad. They're a pain. You got to know how to do drywall because you just got to squeeze them in every time. It's a problem. So you got to be able to cut out what's there to be able to just fasten. They don't leave any room. Because just like automobiles, nobody builds it to take it apart. They only build it to go in and go together initially easy. But after that, you're on your own. That's up to the mechanic, right? There's my collar. Okay, let me put this on here. I get excited. Height-wise, I like it right here. That is what I'm willing to do. Can you do it? Not gonna be able to do. That's a song from the 90s. This is where I want to be. And all these things are a little bit different. They all sort of come with different stuffs. It's important to know the size of the face plate that's going to go over this, because that's your tolerances, really, what it can fit behind there. Like sometimes they're much tighter than that, and you cannot play games. When you cut your tile, it's got to be dead on. In this case, we got a little room. Let's look down, see what plumbing came with our kit. And then we know what we got to tie in. So we got 2 females, 3, 4 female, looks like 1/2 inch inputs. And got a couple plugs in here. So when we don't need those things, we got a little Teflon tape, we got some gaskets, and then we've got some little hexes for some little set screws. So shouldn't need too much of that just in this moment. See what hardware this is. Whoa! Yikes. That is a handle hardware. That's a little black handle. Don't go on there, and that's a little knob for it. Don't need either of those just yet. That's for those two pieces. Now, hose, and area codes. Now, I saw the hardware for my shower head is here, right here. But my wand, I don't think I've seen my wand yet. I got the handles, but I don't have the actual wand yet. Maybe that's buried. That's the plate for it, the face plate. Oh, there it is. The wand. Another important part is in here too. This is the wand. Nice. This one's plastic though. Usually these are metal. But very easily replaced and universal. The other thing that kind of governs right now where our placement is our shower head. And this is the arm for it. So maybe instead of bringing it out of the ceiling, we'll just send it up super high. Let it come out, and that'll be plenty good. Yeah, that'd be plenty good. So we'll just decide where the center is, and we'll drop it down from there. And then we'll put the wand over here on the other side and let it function over here, kind of just like as a shower, but low. And then you can take it and clean the rest of the space with it if you want. That's my plan anyway. So I'm going to put this back away, and I'm going to just relocate. Not relocate because there is none now, but I'm going to locate where this goes, where a shower head typically would go anyway. And then I'll locate the other one a little bit lower than that on the other side, which tends to be the preference amongst shorter people who don't always want to get their hair wet. So I'm gonna move this plate back in here, these things back in here, and what is going to be primary is the location of that wand, the location of that fixture, and how does this wand mount into the plumbing situation? What's going to be holding it? Is it going to just be another elbow coming straight out of the wall? We need to know that too. That's just a handle, we know that. This looks like it's just a bracket, but it may not be. Maybe more. Oh, snap. I'm going to lose y'all doing that. I'm sorry. Okay, let's look and see what's in here. You threw that. That's the piece that goes around the fixture. All right, this is what we're looking for. This is our wand bracket. So what this basically means is that this is going to go inside of a wall and screw into a female 1/2 inch situation that has to come to the edge of the wall for it to receive it. And then we fasten that on there, and then the wand is going to sit there, and then the cord for it is going to go there, and then we'll be able to use the wand that way. So that tells us how we need to set up our plumbing for it. Which means over here, where we intend on having the wand come out of the wall, it's going to need to do that. Going to need to just screw right in, and we'll have to already have that bracket in place, or that piece in place. And I think that's perfectly reasonable to do right here where it's at. Maybe about yay high. Be a little bit to the inside, but that'll keep it less splashy. So we'll do that right there. And we'll make a mark. And just a W for wand or whatever it is that makes sense to you later when it's time to put it there. But that helps us make those decisions ahead of time by knowing what's coming. We know we need a female coming out of there at 1/2 inch. And I'll just make a couple little scribble marks to remind myself of that fact. Put these away back in their stuff, man. You'll regret it if you don't. You ruin the patina. All this is metal. Screw that patina up. It's an ugly situation getting it back. So take the time. It also helps you not have to go hunt for this stuff later. Just it's all back in the original boxes that it originally came out of. You take it out as you need it. We won't need this stuff again until it's time to just test, kind of dry fit, or the tile will be up. And yeah, we're going to do that too. We're going to do the tile here. So it's a couple things we're going to need now. We're going to need those female connections and fittings that we just talked about. And I'm going to go ahead and get my pipe, and I'm going to set this fixture over here on this wall with these screw holes that it's got in it. But we're going to do a little plumbing over here on the fixture first. I'll be right back. Would you be the most beautiful girl in the world? Oh, yes, you are. It's plain to see, plain to see. You're the reason that God made us well. So many squares. Oh, man. Arm day, baby. Oh, I'm not sure exactly. I brought my pipe back here or not. I got my hot water line. Well, this is a cold water line. I don't know if I got my hot water lines back here yet. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I see them. All right. Put you with the rest of these guys. Felt like I might need a little more. So I got a little more. Worth it not having to make another trip to the Homeless Depot. So right now, I'm going to screw all that stuff back in the box. Leave out only what I need to work with, which in this case is going to be that. So how do we connect all those fittings get it set up. Now, I'm going to use something that some people don't like to use, but been doing this for a long time, and this is a very DIY friendly way to get it done. Shark bites. Oh my God, it's not a real plumber. Shark bites are for amateurs. They leak like crazy. They don't work. I disagree, friend. I disagree. So let's see what else I got, because these aren't the fittings I need just yet, nor are these. Not that. Definitely not that. Nope. Nope. That's alright. It just means that they're not in the right place, because we definitely bought our whole kit for them. So I'm going to have to look in the next room. See if I can find that kit. Where you go at? Where did you go to? I bought you weeks ago. There he is. There he is. There he is. It was audio. Y'all remember that? Oh my God, these are all females. That would mean I have the exact opposite fittings that I need. Holy cannolis. That's the wrong set. But it is possible that I have these fittings anyway. As plumbing goes, you buy more than what you need every single time. And that becomes sort of your stock. If you need 3, you buy 4 or 5 of them. That becomes your stock. Let's see what we got here. These are straight pipe to pipe fittings there. You need something that'll thread in to female openings. That is the elbow that we'll need for the shower head. Use it. One down, 4 to go. Let's see. Wrong sizes. These are 3/8. I need 1/2 inch. We may have to run everything up to that point. We got a couple elbows. We got plenty of stuff to work. We don't have anything to connect to our actual fixture. So maybe we can get started with that, or do we make a depot run? Let's see. I need at least 2 of those. fortunately, most of our plumbing is already here. We just need the setup for this valve. Let's go ahead and set up for the things that we are going to put on there. So we'll need a couple of elbows coming out for our water lines, and then we'll run everything to the fixture. We just won't connect to the fixture till last. So we do need elbow here, and we need a neutral line on it. Look at me not having a knife on me. The blasphemy. Blasphemy, blasphemy, could you even laugh at me? But if you saw it every day, would you look the path for me? Lying, trying, I'm doing right. Hold the microphone, hold it left, you're looking right. You're looking like something that you saw when you're on the mic. You're looking like something that I saw from the satellite. Where you're above the flight, above the sky, above all it's right, wrong, and it's impertinent, perfect right. All right. This can go on the wall. This can go on the wall. Dog ear elbow. Fasten, it's got 3 points of contact for screws. So you can put it there, and that when you screw that fixture on, it'll hold strong. We're going to get that up there. Let's see where we want to get it up there, though. Let's just put it right on the edge in between those two. All right. Tape measure. $13. We'll cut us a piece to go 13 inches in between there. Let's see what we got. First, do we have any of that lumber back here that we can take care of ourselves? We might. We might. Man, I'm getting hungry out of nowhere. Thanks, Buck Bills. Buck Bills. I'm getting this bathroom prepped for the plumbing that I'm going to put in today. I'm discovering that I don't have some of the parts, but that doesn't stop me from getting the bulk of it done. But I will have to go gather those parts a little later. Right now, checking on some things. Hold on. Love your hat. Thank you. What's going on, Violin? How you doing? Violin, long time family of the channel. 13 inches of 2x4 is what I came in here for. Said the old man, lost in his own thoughts. Presley looked confused. The children worried. Was it finally time to put father in a home? Was he still capable as he once was? Real old man at some point, but he wavers with age. He is not who he once was. Soccer dad, full of energy. Let's see. 13 inches of Click setup. Ought to be good enough. I don't know if I brought any hammers in there yet. Any fasteners in there yet. But I go to one. Did the whole feed die? I don't know. All right, so I figure shower head ought to be fairly comfortable around. Not yay high. It's a rain shower, so relatively speaking, high is sort of the way to go. So if I pop it here in the back, just enough. That shower head peek out about yay far. I put on drywall, then tile, and then I'm perfect right there. And I think I'll find center of what we're doing in just a second. Right now, let me grab a couple of nails and a hammer. I can lock that in place right where it is. Grab a hammer. Sometimes it's a good idea to toenail your nails in first, right? First you get them started. It makes it a little easier once they're where you want them to be. To get them in that board. You just let a tip poke out just a little bit, and it'll hold it in place for you while you nail your other nails. But if you already know your board length is good, may as well start that toenailing. I'll show you what I mean by toenailing if you don't know. And that is just basically nailing a nail in at enough of an angle where it starts on one plane and comes out the perpendicular. I think that's what you'd use as a term. But anyway, you let a little bit of that out, tip of those nails out. They'll hold that board in place for you while you nail them. I think I decided to be somewhere in here. So Right there. Put it more or less where I want. Whichever one of those nails is deepest, give it a good little whack. Get the other one. Now remember, these are just holding up a board that are just holding up the shower head. This is not finished carpentry here. This is framework. So function over form. Make sure you got good bite. But we're not worrying about ourselves about being did perfectly anything aside from the depth that we're after. And then that should be right about there. I'm going to put one nail in this, and then the rest of it's going to be screws. But just to get it started, have something in place. Right there, I'm not even going to nail that in tight because I'm not sure what my angle of approach is going to be. My pipe, I'm coming from here. Easiest way, straightest way would be to come straight over here and then go up and catch it. But that is several cuts, several injections into this. May not be super simple. But maybe if I open this up a little bit, I can send that through. Catch it that way. The objective is to put as few turbulent bends as possible in the situation. So that the great thing about this polybutylene pipe is that this poly pipe is that it's very flexible and it can do a lot of great bending things, which is much better than a sharp 90, a lot less turbulent for the water. And the idea here is going to be, can we do that and get through here effectively without doing too much damage to our situation? I think yes is the answer. I think we got to notch out a little bit right here. I think if we do that, kind of good to go. So let's do that. I think I'm going to do the oscillating tool. Just a quick way to get that done, I think. So I'm going to start right over here. All right. So we got that piece all chopped out. I'll show you something all carpenters know before we're woodworkers. And the strength of the wood is always with the grain. Without the grain, see, I make these two cuts. I'm not making a good argument right now, but that piece will just fall out without a cut at all. No problem. So these are always things you have to consider and know before. I'm bending that, putting a little bit of stress, a little bit of pressure on it, but not too much. And it'll let you hold that bend. And that'll let you not have to put an elbow in that wall that you have to worry about. But you have to put it deep enough into that elbow that it's not going to get bothered by the drywall. Put that in there, and here's where the magic of the old shark bite. Slide that fitting in. You feel it click in place. Boy, people get mad when new stuff hits the marketplace. This particular new stuff is good stuff. So I'm going to just follow that line through my studs here. I'm going to drill through a hole, and I'm going to drill through a hole down to where I want my fixture to be, which is right here. So I'm going to grab a drill. I'm going to grab a paddle bit. Fire truck. Where is that paddle bit? It's going to make my life easier. Oh, there they are. Hello, girl. Hello, Wesley. Less tools over there. Less batteries over there. We're just doing some groundwork, folks. This is the stuff that we got to do to get our bathroom together. Just want to show you that no one part of it is complicated. No one part of it is beyond you. And if no one part is beyond you, then all you got to do is put up a bunch of parts that all are capable. And you got it built. Take some time, that's all. You got time. Got time to watch me, you got time. Find me a place in that wall. Suitable. Send it through. Ah, my battery. That battery is not interested in making that cut. Be back with another drill that you're not gonna like. Oh man, am I gonna have to go outside? I'm gonna have to go outside. Go outside in the truck. Alright, well I better go get my chat. Not gonna go out there without them. They've been through too much with me. We've seen so much together. Let's go outside and get some more tools out of the truck. You came by Cedar Grove. What's up, man? Wow, what's your boots? Call average one of them mad comfortable. I don't even know. I had these boots for a couple of years though. They are mad comfortable. I love a good boot you can tie up and then you can zip up on the side. That way you're always tight. Always tight. Alternative drill. Let's do it. Boom, 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 boom. Shout out to my friends. Boom, 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 boom. Please, baby, baby, please. All right. Took the chauffeur there and it was over. She gave me my own ride. Went to the cut back. You remember that, Tone Loc? Dude had an incredible voice. But that's about it. That's about it. You gotta go on. You don't got nothing else, Paco. You don't got nothing else. Okay. I don't appreciate you popping out of the drill like that. Embarrassing me in front of my folks. But otherwise, thank you kindly. All right, we're going to do another one. All right, here ought to be good. Pretty good. Now we're going to need the other one to come up from over here. No, that'll go in. And then the one over here. Should I follow those same lines? No. Let's see. We're also going to need something coming through over here into that cavity. All right. So we're going to go from there to here. Oh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. That's, jeez. That's a couple of wall plates. The depth. There's a couple of them. can go straight across here if we had to. Really. Let's do that. Fortunately, none of these are structural at all. And they're also sort of double reinforced, so nothing is imperative. So I can cut right across here and send this up and across into my cavity there and then back out here. Right across. Here we go. Go ahead and knock these out of the way. Let's get, there we go. Let's knock a couple more screws or nails in that. Maybe we'll just throw some nails in it real quick. I'll give those two matrimony again. Do the same for over here. As though they are not structurally imperative, they are on the wall. We don't want them wiggly. We want anything moving if we can help it. See, get all those in there together. So let's get another elbow coming out of that wall. Same thing as we had before. It's got the nail holes on it, the dog ears. And we're just going to put it, yeah, maybe right here. And with this one, we're just going to fasten it straight off the pipe. Straight off the pipe. Like my uncle. Straight off the pipe. All right, we go right here. Down. And then down again. And then into an elbow, and we'll fasten from there. So we're going to leave that and cut it. Sorry. We're going to cut it right there. Because we prematurely fasten that in. You can cut this pipe with a lot of stuff. As long as whatever you're attaching is straight when you attach it, clean when you attach it, neat when you attach it, or it will leak. This is true for all plumbing. It's not just a SharkBite thing. It's not just a copper thing. All of them have to be attended to properly for anything that holds water to work. It needs to be fit together, tight and uniform. Period. I think I was definitely premature on this, nailing this thing in this situation. Fortunately, SharkBites will allow you to pivot a great deal. And that has relied on my lack of ability quite a bit. So now, just gonna pull that down. Pipe's gonna come with me. And find my other hole down there and just start it too. Could not do this with copper plumbing back in the day. Keep pushing that joint around. Get it right where I want it. And it's whole. And this is my drywall corner here and here. So I'm good. And I'm in the wall with like no elbows, no joints to worry about. That's why I love this stuff. Love it. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Do I have enough to get to where I want to be? No. So in that case, what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to go with the blue pipe that I already got. I'm going to go through the holes that I drilled, and then I'm going to wrap this pipe around to make it do what I need it to do. So I don't have any chance of getting that pipe through here and coming out that way just right. But we'll try it. But if not, this should work okay. We go in, we beat that one curve at one time, and then we just keep pulling. Push and pull, keep the crimps out. Go through that way. Go over here. Remember, my fixture is going to be here. This will be at the bottom. Boom, going up. This will be at the top. Boom, going down. That cut me another hole. Where's my... Why would I have taken this battery out? Oh, for my god dang saw. I'm going right through that one. This guy don't know what he's doing. You're right. You are so right. You're absolutely, positively on the money, buddy. I don't know, Jack. All right, here we go. I'll put my fixture like right there-ish. Right there-ish. That gives me enough room where, what if back there, I'm just off that back wall a little bit. On a 2x across the full way. But if I put it on the front, it's too close. It's too close. If I put it on the back of that 2x, too close. I'll put it 2x4 away from that back end. That's okay. Let's go 2 inches from that back end. And let's go ahead and get us a piece measured off for it. So we can get that dead right. Tape is in there with the saws, I'm pretty sure. Let's go see. Music back in the day would never be the same. My home's so cold that I got it. I got is copper pipes. That ain't a bad thing. Copper pipes are ideal. That's what you want, ultimately. That's like considered forever plumbing, right? All the other stuff breaks down. Copper, under ideal circumstances, doesn't break down the same way. I ain't mad at that. The frick did I come out here for? Tape measure and a piece of wood. So here's the tape measure. Might as well just take the wood with us since we're going to use it in there. We can cut it in there. A little 1x. I wonder if that's deep enough though. Hold that fixture on the wall. That's a pretty tall fixture. If I can reach all 4 scrolls, no. Let me see if I got something wider than that. Wider is better. Wider is better than ever before. Wider is better. Simon began to look through the land of chalk drawings to see if he could find proper board at the proper width to be able to put up a shower fixture. 2x6 would be nice, he thought to himself. The thought went unanswered. Concerning look began to spread across his face. He began to realize he was talking to himself. But not only that, people were watching. Strangers. Questionable intentions. Watching, waiting. Looking for an opportunity to call him a hack. Ugh. No matter. A hero carried on. Let's see. I got no 2x6 lumber, but I found a 1x8. That's fantastic. That. Oh, what we needed. Spiderweb Central. Spiderweb Central. All these people witnessing my life falling apart. It's awful. See if we can make ourselves a line on the back, line on the back, ooh, a line on the back. Give us a way to get back on track. Put a line on the back. Set a line. All right, we're just gonna cut this thing down. I'm gonna get this a 90 because I can eyeball it, but don't you cut it. Look at me when I'm working, boy. Make that a little big so you can go. We all get together and sing the Harold Dad anthem. That ain't going nowhere. Cause it ain't. Oh, that's too deep. Oh, it's too deep. I also get that a lot. Yeah. Gonna have to tap it forward. Resist the urge. Please. To pry. If you pry, you'll catch the other side of that drywall. Make holes over there. We'll have to slow and steady this here thing. Bring it forward. A little at a time. Don't pry. I know you want to. You might even want to see me pry. But I won't let you. Won't let you see me go down. That depth is perfect. That's where we will attach our fixture. Right there. Grab us a screwdriver. Grab us a couple screws. We'll lock them in. Here we can use virtually any screws. You could do something waterproof like a deck screw or something like that. I wouldn't say it's a bad idea, but I also wouldn't say that it's imperative. Because if you build the shower right, there's no moisture anywhere inside of it where the screws are. So it should not be a decay problem or anything of the sort. So fixture wise, that's about the height we want. Fixture always will tell you what's up and down. If you don't see a direct up and down, read the letters on the back. They'll be orientated one way or the other. Now, from this point forward, once we connect this, this has to be there. There's no option for it to be elsewhere. So what we got to do is, one, make sure it's straight. Currently, it's not. That looks a little more like it. Got a hot side, got a cold side. Means the cold water goes in there, the hot water goes in there. That's pretty freaking simple. So we're gonna need some nipples here, and we're gonna need some elbows there as well. So we need our water to come down the cold side, our water to come down the hot side. And we got that pipe, so we can go ahead and get that going too. We can get that going. So over here, though, let's go ahead and finish this up. Let's go ahead and fasten this over here because that's been determined already. Now they make a little pipe cutter for this pipe. But if you got a really dull knife, you can waste a lot of time. Instead of going to fetch that piece that you paid money for, it keeps you from doing that. Looking like a goof. Could lose that too, oddly enough. Let me go get my other cutters. We'll use them more than once. May as well have them on standby. Like butter. And there's an easy way you should do it. There you go. That's there. Simple as that. Shark bites make people mad because plumbing is harder, much harder without them. And people like for stuff to be hard for other people. You're like, just cheating. Not if it works, man. Not if it works. So, we do need still to add it to our hot water and our cold water. How do we decide what that is? Is that I've got a pipe right here to the outside and it goes up and it connects. You can't see it behind here, but up here to this pipe. So that means that that pipe is cold. If I follow that pipe over to here and then to here, I bump into that nipple right there. That's cold. So, because I've got an open sealing situation here, I can attach to that, send it right down here. Perfect. No problem. So let's do that. We're going to use the blue pipe so we don't get any mistakes about it all. Appreciate y'all rocking with Wes's Home Improvement Show. Let's see. I'll bend this pipe a little bit as I go. So, because the great thing about right now, you've got these open walls, open ceiling. But that also means the way that it's built, I don't even have to cut holes in the studs or anything, which is amazing. So, let's send this up and over that wall and get it near that pipe so I can tie into it. Over the wall was easy enough. Perfect. Right there. And right here. That's my water line. And I got a source to tie into with it. For my cold. my hot water line, I can send it up to the pipe right next to that one because process of elimination. There. So this is essentially just running the pipe. It's not connecting them, but it's running them. Getting everything where it's supposed to be. So all we gotta do when we get there is pop on fitting. It's exponentially easier to run plumbing in an open space like this than it is otherwise. Like lots easier. Come on, you rascal. Ah. I left my long legs on the job site. So I only got these short ones today. They're good, but you know, they're not premium. Not premium legs. All right, so that's it. We gotta connect all of this stuff now. And I think I did look already. And I don't think I have what I want for this, but yeah, I've just got the wrong size fittings. I mean, the wrong gender. So let me grab those. I'll come back. I'll hook this stuff up, put it all together, and get out of here. And I might go get some leather for that sheath for that knife I just made yesterday. Really like it. Hello again, Mr. Tim. How you doing, man? I'm sitting here working on this bathroom. People aren't very interested in that project, but I'm going to do it nonetheless because I got it, you know? It's my house. An additional bathroom adds about $20,000, $30,000 hard value to a home. Something to think about. All right. Let's see if I can find me a good place to get a sandwich. Hit y'all back a little bit later. See you soon. West does it. Peace.